Hello everyone, and welcome to a first video out of a series of 3, I think that will be, maybe more, but 3 at least. And it's something that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. A lot of you actually came to my channel via the Remarkable Paper tablet reviews and everything else. I'm quite happy with it, but there are a couple of other contenders. And one of the major ones is the Chinese company Onyx with its books series, and they have had, I think, 7 now different devices in the books series. I've been presented with an opportunity to actually just test one out, the Note 2. That's their newest addition to the book series. It's this one here. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how it is. So this video is going to be just the unboxing and the first startup to see how that works, and first impressions and just rough physical comparison with the Remarkable Paper tablet. So let's get right to it. All right, here it is, and this is a sealed box. So basically I've just gotten it. The packaging is quite nice. So let's start with the unboxing and what we get. All right, the wrapper is off, and let's see. Okay, so it slides out. So we have Boox box. It slides open, so let's try and do just that. It's a snug fit. All right, so let's see here. There we go. So you get the screen protector, but that means that it's probably glass if you need a screen protector, which is something I wasn't sure of, which is not that cool. But all right, so screen protector. All right, here's the notebook, or the Note 2 itself. Nice package. We'll wrap it off in a moment. And we also get the pen and the cables. And this is the manuals. Very nice icons, easy to understand what's what. So 2 envelopes, and do we get anything else? Nope, that's pretty much it. All right, we'll deal with these later. Obviously, the first thing and the most important thing here that we're interested in is the notebook itself. So I'm just gonna try and carefully unwrap it, and on the top here I can just hopefully unstick this and zip it, slot it out. Yep, definitely works. Let's get rid of this. And here is the tablet itself. It looks beautiful. It really does look beautiful. The bottom is, so we have glass on top. Yeah, definitely this is glass. And this is its sleeping screen, which is really cool, or power off screen. I really love that. At the bottom you have the single button, which also is a back button, not a home button, and that doubles as a fingerprint reader. On the bottom of the device we have the USB-C microphone slot, and also these 2 screws, which are nicely set there for repairs, but obviously we don't want to do that. Nothing on the left side or the right side. On the top we have the power on button, and on the back we have just a logo and info about the device, and of course 2 speakers. So that means that it's a stereo speaker capable device. All right, it feels good in the hand. It's very light and very easy to handle. I'm not a fan of these rounded edges, which is like an iPad or a basic tablet type of style. I'm not a fan of the plastic here. Under hands it feels a little cheap, especially for the price point at this of this device. This feels a little cheap. There's nothing cheap about it. I mean, it's very nicely constructed and everything. It's just under the fingertips it feels a little cheap. Also, the glass is already leaving fingerprints. I don't know if you can pick it, but that doesn't matter too much. Though I am not immediately, if I know that I have a big glass panel, then I become a lot more aware of, and again, cautious and careful with the device, which means it's a little bit meh, but okay. And the screen is flush, but you can see a little bit of a height here. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. Nope. You can see a bit of a height between the glass and the screen itself. So that's something that's a little bit odd, but because you can see the depth, and that's something a bit weird. All right, so it feels good, but I'm not blown away. I'm definitely not blown away, and I keep kind of feeling these edges. All right, well, let's see. Generally speaking, I don't know. Expected a little bit more, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I expected a little bit more, but perfectly fine, and everything is pretty much okay. Let's power it up and see how the setup goes. And do I have to charge it first or no? So I'm pressing the button. All right, it's starting. Display is very nice. I really like how it looks. Very crisp and very lovely types of colors, and I like that in comparison to Remarkable, the color of the background color is brighter. That's something that's much better actually than the Remarkable, and you already feel it. Now, I don't know if the light is already been turned on and that's why it's brighter. Oh, we'll see. So, Boox lighter and mightier. Indeed it is. It is now processing still. And let's see what we get. We can choose English. Alright, and you have choice of many languages. We have privacy policy. Okay, automatically set date and time. No, I'm not in Beijing. Why is it beeping? This is horrible. Still going through the setup process. I've just zoomed the camera in a little bit so that you can see a bit clearer. So we have now power settings. I'm just going to keep that at default. Touch setting for electromagnetic pen. Maybe it would be a good idea to actually get the pen out. So here's the pen. It's very small and very slippery. And it has a button and an eraser, right? Very small, but okay, it's nice and light, but again, this plasticky feel that I really don't like. All right, so right-handed mode, sure. Please use standard stylus to calibration. Awesome, so I guess I need to tap the corners. Okay, center. Please click the button within 10 seconds to confirm the calibration. Stress. Setup is completed. Starting your books. Initial. Why is everything in Chinese? This is weird. Okay, so here it is. It's started up, and this is the main menu. Let's see, what is this? So we have Chinese books loaded by default. The button works. All right, so I'm not gonna go further in because I'm gonna be tempted to start reviewing, but I'm gonna be doing a full-on review for this whole device when I spend some time with it. The whole idea was to just go through the unboxing session and the initial startup to actually see what we get. So what I get is 88% battery power, and it takes a couple of minutes of setup, and it seems to be okay. And the last thing that I want to do is just physically compare it with the Remarkable. So let's put the Remarkable next to it. And here they are, side by side. Physically speaking, Note 2 is a little bit shorter, and width is pretty much identical. And as far as thickness goes, because of the bezel, this one looks thinner, but that's not true because when you look at it from the bottom, you can see that they are pretty much identical. So same type of stuff. So that's how they look on the skin of it, I really prefer how Remarkable looks, the overall design and feel in the hand. The sense of just the quality is much better. The top front screen, that it's not the glass, is much nicer, and you don't get that sense of depth, that the screen is much deeper than the surface that you're writing or reading on. Okay, those are the first impressions, and I'm as I mentioned, I don't know, I'm a little surprised, maybe underwhelmed. I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions. The first impression is that I'm not too happy with how it feels in hand, especially after 2 years of working and using the Remarkable, and I have some concerns with the glass screen, the reflectivity of it, and especially that sense of depth. But there definitely are positives, and let me just mention something, because before we get to the full-on review, which is going to be the next video, this device can run circles around Remarkable as far as specs and capabilities go. This is a full-on Android 9 tablet that it can even play movies. It can browse the internet. You can sketch, you can read, you can edit documents, you can do all sorts of things. It can play audio, it can record audio, you can dictate text to it. So it's an immensely useful device, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm really excited to actually be able to do an in-depth review of it and to spend some time with it, to use it, because it does feel like something that would expand on the functionality of the Remarkable. However, I've always been a fan, and I've been a big fan of the Spartan approach that Remarkable uses. So I'm properly interested to see how this will actually work, which one will outweigh in the daily use. Will the added features, the power, the functionality, and all of this of the Boox Note 2 outweigh the benefits and the things that the Remarkable is superior in, or is there anything that Remarkable is actually superior in compared to this tablet? And let's not forget, this has come out now in November, December 2019, so it's a much newer and much more modern product. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that experience with you guys. So that's going to be a really in-depth look into all of the functionalities as much as I can. Might turn into a much longer video, so I might actually splice it into 2 so that it's not like super long. And after that, I'm planning to do a back-to-back comparison of things that can be compared between the Note 2 and the Remarkable. So those are going to be the 3 videos that I'm going to be doing now. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time.